So today I'm about to review something that I've been using for a while. So I've been using this every time I wake up, of course, my tablet, but I do usually use my bigger PC. But when I wake up in the morning, I usually use this setup when I'm sitting down here on my bed. And as you know, I have an injury and I'm a little slow answering or going to the table because it takes me a lot of time to be able to set up my feet, my AFO, because I have paralysis on my right leg, I mean, and I need to use an AFO, do a lot of things before I can set up. But yeah, that's a long story, but I will go ahead with this one. I've been using this for a while. The only gripe I have with this is this dampers here just easily gets removed. So you can see on my thumbnail of this video that this is a foldable keyboard. And I chose this one because first and foremost, this is really nice looking. On this side, you can see a little bit of grime because I've been using this a lot. And on this edge, you can see the light here indicator. Still uses the old USB-B charging and the connection button if you want to switch connections. And then the on-off switch. Nothing else around it, right? And here's the connection ribbon here. You have to be careful of this area. This one also sometimes loosens up with use, so you have to be careful with that one. And then on the back, you can see here the model name, which is the product name FK328 foldable keyboard, right? And that's a problem here. I mentioned earlier, this easily gets removed. So it's not a permanent rubber here. You just need to buy a new one in case this one gets removed again. So in my case, that's the problem. So I'm going to replace this probably with a whole rubber, this area and this area here. But you can easily replace that. But for the function, I did not use my noise cancelling right now so you can hear everything. Basically, when you use it, you just open it up just like a regular keyboard. And now you have a sort of full-size keyboard. You can see a lot of dirt there because it's being used a lot, right? So I need to brush it off. So just to include it on my video, I do use this little nifty thing my wife bought, which is about 10 pesos, right? Just to easily clean this stuff up. So I'll just include it on my review. It's a hard bristle type. I do have a lot of cleaning materials. And I use that to clean up my keyboard. And this is pretty straightforward and quick, so I'm going to show you later how it works and a little bit, right? So I'm just going to clean the grime a little bit and show you, or maybe you can hear the sound it makes first. So basically it's a membrane type keyboard similar to your laptops, and the feel is great. The sizing is great. The only problem I have is for the J and K here, and sometimes the I, but not as much, right? So if you're accustomed to full-size keyboards, that's the main problem I'm having here. But aside from that, no issues. It also has settings for iOS, so you just press FN and then click Q for iOS. Android is WE for Windows, so you can use this on different devices. So I'm using Android right now. This is a Samsung here. So I do type a lot of things. I do make reports. And the first thing you have to do is, I am not sure if this is now, I tried to remove the pairing earlier so I can show you how quick it is. But let's see, right? So all you have to do is turn on. It's going to blink blue if it's not paired. It's going to also, if you click this one, it's going to blink the blue here to allow it for pairing. So all you have to do is open your Bluetooth settings. Go to your Bluetooth. Just look for the Bluetooth keyboard here. Let's see if it's still pairing. If not, then we have to repair. That's good, so that we can just test it out. So I have a lot of Bluetooth keyboard here, as you can see. It couldn't connect, so I'm just going to try everything here. It's not connecting. Right, so yeah, I think I've removed it successfully. I do have a lot of their paired, so all you have to do is click this button here. It's gonna blink, right? And then you're gonna refresh this. So usually I do click scan, and then you'll see it on the bottom here. There's a couple of LED here, smart TV, all of those things. Let's see if it's gonna detect the Bluetooth keyboard this time. Right, so if it continues to blink, that's on pairing mode. Still doesn't detect it right now, so I'm just gonna figure this out. It's probably the same keyboard here, the last one on the pairing. Let's see. Still blinking. Oops, couldn't connect. Right, it's not showing here. So I'm just gonna remove all of this keyboard right now and pair it back in again later. Okay, so I'm gonna unpair, because I have a lot of keyboard. Again, this one, unpair. Okay, just gonna turn off the keyboard, the Bluetooth for a bit, turn it on, and then you can see here it's added Bluetooth keyboard. So I'm gonna click that one, it's gonna pair, it's gonna stop blinking. You're gonna click pair on your device. Once it pairs, it stops blinking. So now we have the keyboard working. So I'm just gonna open a document, a new document, so I can show you, and just click FN Android so that it's Android setting, and you can now type freely, right? So it's pretty responsive, doesn't lose connection, as you can see here. So I'm just typing random text just to show you, right? The number keys sometimes doesn't work, but if you click numlock, it starts working. So just make sure you click that, and you can also use the volume controls. Everything that you use on Windows can be used here. Even the adjustment for the brightness. You can even lock it if you like, unlock it if you like. So all of those things, right? So as you can see, that's my family there. So I'm just gonna cut the part earlier. Just gonna show you how it's gonna work, right? So there you go. So earlier I cut the video because there's some information that I don't want included in my video. I'm just gonna cut that area, or probably just gonna cover it up. But that's it. It's pretty quick. And as you can see, now that I paired it, so for example, I turned it off, although it does come in power saving. Right now, I can still use my on-screen keyboard because it detects it. Now, if I do open this up and then turn it on, right, it takes a couple of seconds and then it works, right? As you can see, that's a couple of seconds. It connects really, really great. I'm very productive with this when I need to correct something, write an email quickly in the morning, reply to messages in the morning. It's very good. So in close-up, you can see here, excuse the dirt, but it's a chiclet type membrane keyboard. It does have some protection here, rubber protection here when you're closing it down. You have a strong hinge, metal hinge here. The ribbon area is protected by rubber as well. This is pretty well made, really, really good keyboard for any kind of use that you like. And you can also switch settings here and even program those three devices, so you can switch between a tablet, for example, and a computer under one keyboard, or use a phone and one keyboard. You can do those things by just clicking here which ones you have paired really quickly, right? So, but I would assume you'll use it for one device because that's how I use it. But if you need to, you can do those settings as well. It's just a little bit cumbersome to do it that way, switching. But it's easier if you're using one device and pair it with one device, because if you're rushing, pulling out your tablet or phone and then opening up your keyboard, that's really, really quick to use. So sound-wise, it feels and sounds like a chiclet keyboard on your laptop, but it's better because it has a plastic cover before the membrane. Most of the laptops right now has rubbers. This one has sort of plastic. It makes it feel a little bit better, a little more tactile. and it does respond really quickly as well to the typing without bottoming it out, right? So that's it for this review video. I'm sorry if I have a cut in between and a little bit of pauses here and there. I'm just trying to do it really quickly this morning to show you, if anything, one of the good things about this channel that I have is I do post EDC stuff and technology stuff, and I adjust it to the lifestyle or to the adaptability that I need. So when I was not paralyzed and now that I'm paralyzed. So all of those things, I would really appreciate a subscribe. I would really appreciate if you finish all of my videos, help me out with my watch hours. Those would help me a lot. So thanks for watching and God bless. Take care. Bye.